Spent a long time changing the story, making it smaller than it was. Calling it time and calling it distance, calling it anything but love. That would have been easier, would have fit better inside the version of me that likes to act unaffected. But I loved you, that's the truth of it. Nothing dramatic, nothing left to prove. Just a feeling that stayed longer than we did. I loved you, even when I stopped saying it. People ask about moving forward, like every road goes one direction. I kept walking, I kept changing, I kept becoming someone else. Still, when I think about those years, the first thing I feel isn't regret. It's gratitude for getting to know you at all. But I loved you, that's the truth of it. Nothing dramatic, nothing left to prove. Just a feeling that stayed longer than we did. I loved you, even when I stopped saying it. The future came exactly like it promised. Different faces, different days, different rooms. Still I choose that version of us again. Some people leave a photograph, some leave a story. You left a way of feeling that I can't put anywhere. I still catch myself reaching for things I don't believe in, just because there was a time you would have understood without me saying much at all. You knew me before I learned to hide it, before every answer started sounding rehearsed. You knew me without asking questions, without needing proof, without making it work. And maybe that's why nothing quite compares to being known. I met a lot of people after. Some stayed longer than expected. Some got close enough to almost feel familiar. But familiarity isn't the same thing as being seen, and nobody ever noticed the things you noticed before I did. Oh, you knew me before I learned to hide it, before every answer started sounding rehearsed. You knew me without asking questions, without needing proof, without making it work. And maybe that's why nothing quite compares to being known. I don't think about forever the way I used to. I just think it's rare to meet somebody who recognizes you before you introduce yourself. You ever notice how a feeling changes when it stays too long. At first it takes up every room, then it just sits there like background noise. You stop paying attention to until the power cuts out, and suddenly the silence feels wrong. I think about that sometimes more than I should. How easy it is to get used to carrying things. The static in the signal, static in my sleep, static in the space between what I say and what I mean. Most days I barely hear it, most nights I let it be. Still it follows me around like it belongs to me. Everybody loves a clean ending, a lesson, a reason, something they can point to years later and call growth. I got fragments instead, a handful of answers mixed in with questions that learned how to survive without one. Static in the signal, static in my sleep, static in the space between what I say and what I mean. Most days I barely hear it, most nights I let it be. Still it follows me around like it belongs to me. The station fades, then comes back a little clearer, a little weaker, depending on the night. I stop trying to fix it, I just listen now. I still slow down near your street, even when I'm running late. My hands know where to turn before my head can intervene. A song came on this afternoon, one I never even liked. Funny how it sounded different after all this time. Some habits never ask permission, they just stay. Tuesday at 11:17, something always pulls me back. And not enough to call it destiny, not enough to make it hurt, just enough to make me notice you're still hiding in the pattern of ordinary things. I bought too much food again, like somebody else was coming over. Caught myself setting down 2 forks, then laughing at the thought. The cashier asked how my week's been. I almost used your name, like you've been answering for me without knowing. Some habits never ask permission, they just stay. Tuesday at 11:17, something always pulls me back. Not enough to call it destiny, not enough to make it hurt, just enough to make me notice you're still hiding in the pattern of ordinary things. I don't think about you every day, that's what surprises me. It's the days I don't that somehow feel the strangest, like finding a receipt in my pocket from somewhere we used to go, and standing there a little longer than I needed to. Got home and left the hallway light on for no reason. Stood there for a minute, trying to remember what I came back for, then kept my shoes on and sat in the dark a while longer. You always bought the strange ones, the flavors nobody else wanted. Said they tasted better when nobody expected them to. I used to make fun of you for it every single time, and spend the rest of the night stealing one from the pack like it was mine. Strawberry cigarettes still take me back to the version of us that never checked the clock, talking about everything like morning wasn't coming. Strawberry cigarettes, I can't smell them now without seeing your face. Most memories get blurry around the edges. Years start folding into each other until everything feels distant. Yours stayed sharp for reasons I can't explain. A laugh from across the room, pink lettering on the silver foil, your fingers reaching first before I could ask. Strawberry cigarettes still take me back to the version of us that never checked the clock, talking about everything like morning wasn't coming. Strawberry cigarettes, I can't smell them now without seeing your face. The flavor disappeared first, the feeling took longer. Some nights I still remember both. I saw your city on a weather app, sunny all week, that shouldn't matter. Still I look twice, try to picture what you were doing at 3 in the afternoon. Then laughed at myself and locked my phone, like that solved anything. It's not the way you left, it's not the things we said, it's not the pictures or the places in my head. It's the random moments with nowhere else to go, the ones that find me first before I even know. Miss you more than I mean to. A stranger held the door for me, and for half a second I heard your voice. In the way they said my name, that feeling disappeared fast. Still, it stayed long enough to follow me home and sit beside me for the rest of the night. It's not the way you left, it's not the things we said, it's not the pictures or the places in my head. It's the random moments with nowhere else to go, the ones that find me first before I even know. Miss you more than I mean to. Some days pass clean without a trace, then one small thing changes the shape of everything. and there you are again. I don't think about you at midnight. That's everybody else's version. You show up around 11 on a Sunday morning, when the coffee's getting colder and no one needs me yet. That's when I reach for my phone before remembering there's nobody to tell about the smallest parts of my day. That's what I miss, the part nobody sees, the way your name fit naturally into every little thing. A song in the grocery store, a joke that wasn't that funny, a thought that would've made you laugh before it reached anybody else. That's what I miss. I used to think love was dramatic, big moments, big decisions, the kind people write about. Turns out it was mostly routine, mostly repetition, mostly knowing who'd be there before I even looked. And now every once in a while I catch myself saving something for a conversation that doesn't exist anymore. That's what I miss, the part nobody sees, the way your name fit naturally into every little thing. A song in the grocery store, a joke that wasn't that funny, a thought that would've made you laugh before it reached anybody else. That's what I miss. People talk about moving on like it's a destination. I just know some mornings still belong to you, before the day remembers how much time has passed. The sheets don't hold a shape anymore, they settle flat by morning. I never noticed how much space a person takes up until yours disappeared. Not the loud parts, not the stories, just the outline of you, existing beside me without either of us thinking about it. I miss your shape, the quiet kind, and arm across my chest at some impossible hour, half asleep, half dreaming, like the dark knew exactly where you belonged. I miss your shape more than your words, more than I should. I walked past someone wearing the same perfume last week. It caught me off guard for a second. My body remembered before I did. The back of your neck, the warmth of your skin, the way you lean closer without asking permission, like closeness came naturally back then. I miss your shape, the quiet kind, an arm across my chest at some impossible hour, half asleep, half dreaming, like the dark knew exactly where you belonged. I miss your shape more than your words, more I should. Some memories arrive as pictures, some arrive as sounds. Yours arrives as a space, still holding its form, long after you've gone. I thought I'd be better by now. That's probably the honest part. Not the moving on, not the getting stronger, just the fact I really thought this would've settled somewhere. By the time the weather changed, by the time new faces came around, by the time I stopped checking my phone for no reason. But some nights still feel longer than they need to, and I still don't know what to do with that. There's too much room in this apartment, too much room inside my head, too many words I never needed, too many things I never said. I keep finding different versions of the same unfinished thought, trying to make sense of something that doesn't need to make sense at all. There's too much room for someone who's supposed to be gone. The strange thing is, I don't even think about you the way I used to. It's quieter now, less like a storm, more like background noise that follows me around without asking. Sometimes it's a song, sometimes it's a smell, sometimes it's absolutely nothing. And somehow that's worse, 'cause I never see it coming, and suddenly you're there again. There's too much room in this apartment, too much room inside my head, too many words I never needed, too many things I never said. I keep finding different versions of the same unfinished thought, trying to make sense of something that doesn't need to make sense at all. There's too much room for someone who's supposed to be gone. Maybe I don't want you back, maybe that's not what this is. Maybe I just miss the person I was before everything became something I had to explain. Maybe losing you changed the shape of things in ways I still can't name. And maybe that's enough. Maybe everything doesn't need a clean ending. Maybe some feelings just get quieter instead of disappearing. And maybe tonight that's okay. I turned the water on too early, just to fill the room with sound. Been doing that a lot these days, whenever you're around. Not in the way you used to be, not in the way I choose. More like a thought that slips back in when I've got nothing left to do. You used to leave your hair tied up on the edge of the sink. I never understood why then. Now it's the first thing that I think of. I swear I came in here to clear my head. Now I'm standing where I started, trying to outrun memories that know exactly where I am. every minute stretches out. I walk in looking for relief, and walk out thinking about you. I caught myself rehearsing things I never say out loud. Little updates from my week, like you'd still be around. You would've laughed at that, told me I was doing too much, then reached for my hand before I finished talking. The strangest part isn't missing you, it's how normal it still feels. Like some part of me hasn't gotten the message yet. I swear I came in here to clear my head. Now I'm standing where I started, trying to outrun memories that know exactly where I am. Every drop keeps time, every minute stretches out. I walk in looking for relief, and walk out thinking about you. The room goes quiet first, then everything else follows. I dry my hands, look at myself, and leave with the same thoughts I brought in. It's getting harder to explain why certain things still feel like yours. A song, a phrase, a way of looking at the world. None of it belongs to me completely, none of it belongs to you. Somewhere along the way we stopped knowing where one ended and the other started. You were never just somebody, you became a part of the way I think, the way I speak, the way I carry every room I walk into. And maybe that's the hardest thing, not losing you, just learning where you stop and I begin. People always talk about endings like they're clean, like they arrive all at once with the final sentence. But some endings stay unfinished, some endings keep breathing long after the reason for them is gone. Long after everybody else moves on, you were never just somebody. You became a part of the way I think, the way I speak, the way I carry every room I walk into. And maybe that's the hardest thing, not losing you, just learning where you stop and I begin. I don't need us back, I know that much. I just wish forgetting wasn't treated like success. Maybe some people aren't meant to vanish, maybe some people stay in smaller ways. A different city, a different year, a different version of me, and somehow you're still here. Not beside me, not ahead of me, just somewhere in the parts that stayed. You always grab my hand in public, like you had something to prove. Fresh paint drying on your fingertips much before the evening was through. You'd hold them up across the table, waiting for me to notice first, rolling your eyes when I missed a detail you swore I should've learned by now. I remember every color, just not the names. I miss your hands tonight more than I miss the conversations, the way they'd find me in a crowded room like they already knew the way. I miss your hands tonight, the chipped edges, the fresh paint. Funny what survives when everything else starts fading. I saw a girl choosing polish under fluorescent lights downtown. Spent 20 minutes changing her mind like it mattered more than anything. For a second I was right back there, watching you do the same thing, talking about shades I never understand, pretending I had an opinion. You always laugh through the whole thing. I miss your hands tonight more than I miss the conversations, the way they'd find me in a crowded room like they already knew the way. I miss your hands tonight, the chipped edges, the fresh paint. Funny what survives when everything else starts fading. Some memories stay, photographs. Some stay, songs you stay in the smallest details. Almost called you on the drive home, not because I needed anything, not because I thought you'd answer or somehow change everything. I just wanted to hear a voice that used to make sense of things. Lately every thought I've had feels unfinished when it leaves. I keep telling myself I'm good now, and most days that's probably true. But every now and then I catch myself still measuring things against you. And that's the part I never mention, the part I never say out loud. How some people leave so slowly, you don't even see it happening. One day they're everything, the next they're just a feeling. You almost remember, but never fully lose. I heard somebody say your name, different face, different person. Still it made me stop for half a second, like my body got there first. It's strange the way the mind moves on while the rest of you takes longer. Like everybody got the news except a few small corners. And I'm not waiting by the phone, I'm not counting days anymore. I just haven't figured out what all this distance is for. And that's the part I never mention, the part I never say out loud. How some people leave so slowly, you don't even see it happening. One day they're everything, the next they're just a feeling. You almost remember, but never fully lose. Maybe closure isn't real, maybe people people just get tired of carrying the same questions through another year. Maybe healing looks less like freedom and more like getting used to it. I almost called you on the drive home. Funny how that still happens. Not enough to turn around, not enough to forget, just enough to stay with me a while. You always stop to look at things everybody else walked past. A cracked sign outside a diner, light spilling through a train window. Some stranger's dog tied up outside a store. You treated small things like they deserved attention. I think that's why I noticed you before anything else. You were a flower, not because you were delicate, not because you were soft. You just made everything around you look a little more alive, a little more worth noticing. You were a flower in the way sunlight is. You never tried, you just were. I still catch myself collecting moments the way you used to, saving things nobody asked me to save. A color in the evening sky, a voice from another room, the shape of a shadow crossing the wall. I never did that before you. Now I do it all the time without thinking. You were a flower, not because you were delicate, not because you were soft. You just made everything around you look a little more alive, a little more worth noticing. You were a flower in the way sunlight is. You never tried, you just were. Some people leave memories you left a way of seeing, and the world still looks different because of it. Rain falling off the balcony, smoke drifting into the dark, cold beer resting in my hand, neon stretching across the cars. Summer air through an open shirt, blue light caught in the glass. The city's moving somewhere fast. Tonight I let it pass. Nothing really calling me, nowhere that I should go. Just the sound of midnight rain and apartment lights below. Blue neon in the rain, floating through the avenue. Smoke hanging in the summer air, everything reminds me of you. Blue neon in the rain, running down the window pane. Been staring at the city view, watching memories blur again. Traffic fading block by block, the sky still holding on to gray. A lighter flickers in my palm, then disappears without a trace. Somebody laughs across the street, A radio plays low. Funny how the smallest sounds stay with you when you're alone. Nothing really changed tonight. Still the hours are moving slow. Rainwater on the balcony rail, silver in the city glow. Blue neon in the rain, floating through the avenue. Smoke hanging in the summer air. Everything reminds me of you. Blue neon in the rain, running down the window pane. Been staring at the city view, watching memories blur again. Warm beer, cold breeze, half awake at 3 a.m. The whole city breathing softly, like it doesn't need a reason. For a moment everything feels close and slips away again. Blue neon in the rain, floating through the avenue. Smoke hanging in the summer air. Everything reminds me of you. Blue neon in the rain, running down the window pane. Still watching over sleepless streets until the morning comes.